guys, welcome back to another video. So I've just reached 7,150 trophies, and I'm probably going to be inside the top 10,000. Nothing that major, but still, with this deck, it's a 4.9 deck. Well, next season I'm probably not going to get much out of it, because this very hat's going to get a nerf, even though like executioner is going to get a buff. But even the executioner getting a buff, probably going to be like a lot more executioners played. So yeah, I don't think either way to make much of a difference. I don't think I will get much higher than this, I guess. And I had a couple of nice wins. I tried for a long time. Like these type of wins against log bites are always tough. Then what's the other one? Oh, there's also this win against Bowler, which is a direct counter to our recruits to graveyard. It's also a little bit tough. Yeah, it's like Brian Barrel as well. So I guess if you're going to watch those two, I'm going to go doing my thought process like I usually do. So here, just play simple, just see what he has. Play like the Zappies, so that you can save like the Executioner and the Skeleton Dragons for the next moment, because those two cards can put some damage on multiple cards, on a nice area. So just play the Zappies and see what he has. I go for a very head because I also have the tornadoes, so it's all good. I don't take much risk. Even if he attacks on my left side, I'll have like this executioner and tornado. So pretty passive play so far. Just play without taking much risks and just initially see what he has, because if you take some risks, there's really a chance of you losing the match, that's why I don't like to take that much risks. And at this point he played Bowler and he played the Lumberjack, so for sure you will have like Balloon and Freeze, because there are two variants. There is a Valkyrie with Nado, and I'm going to lose. No, where am I? I think I'm going to lose that tower. Either way, it will be a trade, so not too much worry. I still tried, but this is worthless. That was a bad, poor tornado. I should have just let it go. I would have had more feelings at this point, but very badly played. On the other hand, I still gave a couple of nice damage, so yeah, maybe it wasn't as bad, but still. And so yeah, like once he plays like Bowler, it's one of the two. Either he has Valkyrie and Nado and Freeze, or either he has Lumberjack, Balloon and Freeze. You rarely see much other than that, Maybe you'll see something other than that, but it's so rare, Most people like follow these trained decks, That's something that I also try to avoid, because like that I'll be guaranteed to not catch a mirror deck, like exactly a mirror deck. Like there'll be maybe a chance of that happening with like raw recruits and maybe like it's executioners. Maybe that's something that goes on some people's sets, but mostly they'll have like raw recruits, and then they'll follow up with the pigs, So yeah, here I can push it to my tower, even if he freezes. It didn't have a freeze. Yeah, he played a couple of moments ago, didn't he? I think he did. Yeah, he didn't have in rotation. So just keep trying to take that tower down. tried to use a free. He played that bowler very badly. He thought that he was going to play like his executioner, like high up, but I just tried to get a freeze in there. Maybe it wasn't too good. He has a freeze in hand, so you are kind of forced. So I played the Zappies more towards the left, so that if he freezes like my king tower and my right side tower, I'll still be able to like use the tornado, and Zappies won't be in that freeze, you know. And if he freezes the Zappies with the king tower, I'll still have my right side tower, you know. Maybe he'll freeze like right now. He'll get a bit of damage, yeah. It is what it is. I didn't want to take that much risk with that, what do you call it, that balloon. Here I have to freeze. Even if he freezes, I have to. He's going to freeze up next. No, it's not. Okay. It was a good moment for him to freeze. You know, I'm going to be honest. Here he plays the bowler on the offensive, maybe because he didn't thought he'll have a proper response, and the Zap is quite to do some good work to the bowler, you know. So yeah, I don't know if he froze a couple of seconds ago, you would have won the match. Either way, we move on, and I think at this point I'm just going to play Graveyard, Scout and Dragons, and it's going to be game done, I think. Yeah. So yeah, it was, I don't know, I could have won that match. So it was nothing too major. And with the log bets, I've already shown a couple of them. I mean, there's not really much to tell. Like with log bait, you rarely see a poison. Maybe some will play with like Mother Witch, but now Mother Witch will get a nerf, so maybe Mother Witch will be less used in the next upcoming weeks. And I don't know. Sometimes you kind of see Mother Witch with log bait. Rare, but yeah, most of the times it's like Princess and Rocket. So at this point, you are kind of free to use the graveyard. There's not a direct counter like a graveyard, like a poison, I meant, or like a bowler or whatever, you know, or like a Mother Witch. He still has some quite good responses, but and playing against Logbait is always tough with a heavy deck. I mean, sometimes it might get accessible, but these quick decks are so fast that they tend to get normally very tricky. With some kind of heavier decks that don't have like low cards, you know, like low elixir cost cards, you know. Either way, at the start, I don't know. I played the execution mode towards to defend that card. So yeah, we move on. Here you just play like Barbarian Hat. Maybe you just suffer a bit of damage and you focus on the left side. It's either way. If I played that Barbarian Hat, I will suffer a bit of damage either way. So I tried to split the damage more into the two. And again, here I already start with a bad first minute and a half of the match. Already very poor stuff. Because at some point you have to, with this kind of type of decks, you have to commit and play like an expensive cost skilled cards, and sometimes it gets to be worth it. But yeah, now with that upcoming actualization, with that upcoming balance changes, it will probably not be too worth it. I mean, if you play like Earthquake on the very head. You still get a little bit of life, and if you don't do much, you still are going to get like 4, maybe 6 barbarians. So yeah, like I don't know. You basically get like 4, 6 barbarians for the other 4 elixir costs. Here that was about a tornado, but in the way, like here I just know that I have to go for the attack. I have to commit to something like that right side tower is not too good. Ideally, like yes, Dark Prince, so attacking to that side is just not really much of a point. While on the other, while that princess is focused on rival goods, you try to take it down. Most of the cases, when you try to catch these log bait decks off guard, you try to attack with the graveyards more on the side of the princess. Otherwise, the princess with who on the other side will just clean your graveyards in a quick minded seconds. Either way, I'm still not in a good position. Actually, dealt quite some decent damage. I don't know, like I prefer to attack the graveyard more on towards the princess side, but yeah, it is what it is. I tried to kill that princess as quickly as possible. Here we don't. That was not too nice. I just fully commit to that tower. And yeah, somehow I win that match. I just tried to, yeah, basically at that moment I was like, okay, I need to fully commit to that right-sided tower. Even if I suffer 600 of damage, it's a very risky play. Because if he doesn't, I mean, if he plays like Golden Barrel and Rockets, it's basically game done. So well, let's just reach that moment again. So in a way, I was very very lucky. But yeah, if I wait too long as well, I'm going to get absolutely demolished with 2 rockets. So might just try to get the graveyard and the Nido. So on that point, it was not too bad, I guess. And maybe he should have played that princess sooner. He played the bandit, and I'm like, what? What have you done? Like, you see there? Like, he has the bandit, and he has the snowball, so what the hell? Why don't you play, like, princess first? Play the princess first, and then the snowball. Maybe that would have been better. Yeah, and that snowball also doesn't catch um, every single skeleton, and that princess also focused first on those skeletons, so I got extra lucky with that. I think I just played bad, but yeah, it is what it is. Maybe it's something that you call as a blunder in chess. So yeah. Look, it's a very non-skill deck, like I said in many multiple videos. So if you can get somewhat a nice, decent amount of levels, and I'm inside the top 10,000. It's not too great. It's not something to be proud of, but it's something, I guess. I don't know. I'm a more passive type of guy, so maybe that is also quite a disadvantage. I prefer to defend and more try to counterattack and reuse the elixir costs that like I use on my defensive part of the game, and then just go for an attack. I try to be more one of those type of guys, you know. I know I'm not one of those persons that constantly likes to attack and spam and spam and spam. I try to like challenge myself to try to defend most of the games that I play. Try to make some more rational de- decisions, like try to see where he has and then come up with a plan. More a bit like chess, I guess, you know. And maybe like use like the first or second minute to see what his game plan is, you know, and then make yourself your own plan. I try to go more into like tactic point of view of the game, even though it's a very non-skill deck. But yeah, I try to enjoy the game more towards that side of the game. And yeah, if you have fun in your life, just do whatever, you know, do whatever you want. If it doesn't give like any bad consequences, like being massively injured or going to a hospital or whatever, do what it's more enjoyable to you, you know? Find something that is enjoyable to you. And to me, I like to play a couple of Clash Royale matches. They are quick, they are fast, and it's kind of a challenge for me to try to defend. So yeah, have fun in your lives, enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and if you like this video, you can leave a like and comment about what you think of this, of all of this. If you want, you can subscribe and turn your post notifications. I would appreciate that. And I will see you next time. Take care. Peace.